All right, y'all, I'm just going to play some music until some of y'all come into this room. I do know that I think Grown Woman Vibes is also live right now. And she's actually got almost 1,000 people over there. So I'm not expecting too many people to be over here with me. But guess what? We're going to do this anyway. Because there's some stuff going on with Miss Sonya that I need to get into. I need to talk about. All right. So we're going to get right into it. Hold on just a moment. All right. I'm going to give people a few more minutes to come into the room. And we're going to get into this business with Sonya because I finally listened to the phone calls from prison video. And yo, I could choke Nesto right now with the garbage that he was spewing. So let me just see who is in the room. Let me see who is in the room. Because if you don't leave a comment, I actually cannot see who's in the room. But welcome, welcome. It's Wisdom's daughter. And we're going to get into this Sonya foolishness. So we're going to give people just a little bit of time to come into the room. All right. Hi, Tony B. Hello, Queen. And welcome, sis. Thank you for being on. Grown Woman Vibes is actually live right now, and I typically don't like going live when other people are going live, but I could not hold it in. It's late. I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm not doing this. I'll wait until the morning. But I was like, no, 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 no. We need to talk about that chick. Yeah, that chick right there. That's who we're about to get into. How about this dummy finally started a GoFundMe? We're going to look at it in a minute because I don't know if you guys have been up there yet, but it's a wreck, just like Sonya, just like her YouTube page. Hello, Queen Marie. Welcome, welcome. We're going to get into this Sonya foolishness in just a momento. Let me just set up a couple things here because I was trying to do this before I went live. And I thank you guys for being on because, like I said, there are others that are live right now. And I hate doing that because I don't like causing people to have to choose. But thank you guys, the faithful king and queens, for being on. Let me go ahead and pull up Sonia's GoFundMe. Let's go ahead and do that. We can go ahead and start with that because I don't know if you guys have seen it. Some people have said, oh, I couldn't find it. Let me share my screen and we're going to go look at it right now. It's a hot ass mess, y'all. Okay. I don't mean to disappoint y'all, but it's a hot mess for real, for real. Okay. All right. So it's under Ernest Nesto Williams GoFundMe. I think this is how I found it before. All right. Let's see. All right. Hang on. Let me just go to GoFundMe and then I can look it up from there. So I cannot see who's in the room. So if you have joined us, welcome. This is Wisdom's daughter. So you guys finally get to see my beautiful face in person. All right, let's search fundraisers. And I'm actually in a whole nother window. So let's see. Here we go. Okay. So you know he has 1,000 different spellings for his name, right? There it is. Here it is, y'all. She couldn't have found a better picture than that. This is the GoFundMe. This is, oh my gosh. So this is it. It's for Ernest. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat, y'all, but yeah, we just gonna have to get through it. It's Ernest Williams legal fees, okay? Not his picture, her picture, okay? They've raised $5 out of a $45,000 goal. Now let's look at Sonia's illiterate self. Now she's got the nerve to call Nesto illiterate, but this is what she wrote in the description for the GoFundMe. This is the selling point of the GoFundMe, which she launched on December 14th. This is the friends and family of Ernest Nesto Williams out of Atlanta, Georgia, and we are seeking assistance and paying for his legal fees with various cases he is innocent of. If you have additional questions, please advise. Who the hell taught this girl how to write a GoFundMe? Anyway, one person donated, somebody named Nettie and NT. I don't know. I don't know who this is, but this is what they wrote. I would love to do more, but I honestly don't trust Sonya, and I believe Nesto is guilty of the financial abuse crimes, and he may not be in the picture with the kids, but he definitely proceed. I guess it's supposed to say possessed. He definitely possessed the which is a crime. I itself. I guess it's supposed to say in itself. I don't want to hear that the pictures was already in the phone either. I had to send this through my fake account because I don't trust these people. So whoever this is, sorry y'all, I'm clearing my throat. I'm really sorry. I'm live. There's nothing I can do about that. But whoever this person is makes it very clear that they do believe he's guilty of with all the financial crimes, and that although he may not be in the picture, he definitely possessed it, which is a crime in and of itself. And they don't want to hear that the pictures were already in the phone. So I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is a victim, if this is a follower, a fan, if this is a YouTuber. I have no idea who this is, but whoever it is donated $5. I don't know if they did it to be petty, but what don't you see here? Let's just take a look at it. I'm going to scroll all the way down so you can know that I'm being fair. Okay. There's the end of the page. All right. Let me scroll back up. There's some other people's GoFundMe's. Okay. Because you know what I was looking for? Where's Sonia's donation? Huh? If this GoFundMe is for Nesto, where is Sonia's donation? Now you riddle me that. She started this. This is for Nesto. Somebody donated $5. They have a $45,000 goal. Okay. But I don't see nothing in here from Sonya. Okay. This busted looking GoFundMe, just like her busted YouTube page. Yeah. Anyway, let me stop sharing for just a moment because we're going to go into something else actually. So yeah, there you have it. For those of you who had not seen it, yes, she looks like a librarian. She does. She looks very, very innocent. Sis is not. I am so tempted to pull up her background and just show you guys now, to be honest with you. I'm so tempted to do that, but I want to wait until there are more people on and I can actually schedule the live. And I had an issue with the last live that I scheduled because I scheduled it on YouTube or through YouTube and then ended up doing the live through a live stream. I said live stream, StreamYard. Anyway, let's go to the phone calls from prison. YouTube page and look at this last call from Sonya and Nesto, because that's what we're going to be talking about today. We know for a fact that Sonya has a thing for Nesto. We know for a fact that they're more than friends because we heard the calls. We heard them. Okay. And Sonya said out of her own mouth when she did her own little live with Big Bird, Latoya Young, Chantel Young, believe what you heard in the calls. Well, guess what, Sonya? We believe what we heard in the calls. There's no backtracking. Okay. Sonya, as of February of 2023, was telling Nesto, you know, I want you to be my man. Okay. So let's listen to it. The reason why I wanted to come on here, even though I know that there are other people that are alive right now, is because Nesto is clowning Shirley at the beginning of this call. Okay. I listened to it live. It was very noisy where I was. I wasn't able to hear everything, and a lot of it went over my head. So we're going to go ahead and look at it now. I could not believe my ears. Nesto was over here kikiing with the ops. Okay. The ops is Sonya. Okay. Laughing and joking and making fun of Shirley. The fact that Shirley's credit is so messed up and she can't finance a vehicle. And Nesto's talking about, well, my issue's paid off and, her credit score is not high enough. And so she got to get a cosigner. Ha, 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 like that. For real, Nesto? You gonna clown your wife with your side chick? You keep, you know what? Let's just play it. Let's just play it. I get you. I get way too happy.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, I was calling you back real fast. No, see, that's why I call when I need to call. Like I need to call now. Okay, so
What? You call back what?
I said I call when I really need to call. That's why you like, well, you didn't call me when I need to really call. It's ass up. So,
Huh? Right.
yeah. Okay, so now,
Okay, so I
Um.
I'll tell you this story that my friend told me one time.
I have good internet. I don't know why this is buffering, but it's been doing this all day. Nesto is talking
Uh
about a
huh.
I'll
watch.
tell you my friend told me. She said, I'm reading this thing about this star. The star said, you know, what kind of time? People ask you what kind of time. Well, how long that took about a time? It took me about a split second to tell the person what a time. So if I got a 20, 30, or $50,000 watch on, guess what? That's just a waste of time and my money. Okay, but if I ride around in a Lambo or a Ferrari, that's a waste of time and my money because I'm trying to make somebody feel I'm worth more than what I really am instead of looking at myself or my face value of my name.
Right.
And I replied to my friend, that's what I was trying to tell you the whole time. So
Who's his
Mm-hmm.
friend?
I'm going to go back to my friend again and tell
Shirley.
him again, that's what I was trying to tell you today. You got to know your worth. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
You
so
gotta know your worth without
uh,
the material things.
there you go. So I know my worth. I know
Nesto knows his worth, but Nesto, you ain't worth okay? And Sonia, you neither.
Well,
I know what I'm working with, and I know my worth. And I know that every time I go all the way down to zero, I know what God give me all from zero to fucking 1,000 quick. And well, I don't even
ooh,
understand shit.
So
That's
Nesto starts out by bragging about the fact that even when he hits rock bottom, he claims it is God that will get him right back up to 1,000. No, no, no. It's the money that you steal from people, okay, that gets you back up to 1,000. Okay. It's the lies that you tell. It's the crimes that you commit. That has nothing to do with God. Okay? Listen to this. Oh my God, his mouth is disgusting. Listen to him.
what I'm trying to tell you. That was
the thing is, my dad told me if you know how to make money, you'll never be stressed because money come and go. You have the ability to make it with the knowledge and the know-how and creativity to make it. You're good.
there you go.
You'll always be good.
Okay, so guess what I'm gonna tell you right now. So I get off the phone, I call, I say, what's going on? What you got going on? Everybody in the background kicking it, whatever. Okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody good? Yeah. Yeah, we good, good. I said, okay, well,
So he's talking about Shirley right now. This call actually occurred right after he called Shirley, and Shirley was in the restaurant on February 3rd. She was very curt and very short with him to the point where he's like, "Who are you talking to?" She's like, "I'm talking to you. I'm in a restaurant." She was not with Nesto's bull crap that day. And Nesto's like, "Well, can you go outside?" So, he's, I guess, upset because she wanted to get back to eating her meal. She didn't really want to deal with Nesto that day. He wasn't really talking about anything. So here he is clowning with the ops.
what, so the motherfucker talking shit? Fuck, man, what you talking about? I'm trying. I said nothing. I just, just checking right now. What's happening? Oh, now, how to put we need to get the truck. I need to crank it up and take it. I got to take it up the hill because I can't do it because the folks said that I don't qualify to get it. I said, oh,
What?
what I'm saying is that, listen, man, one thing I'm going to say for sure, I know my motherfucking worth. Certain things the motherfucker can do and certain things the motherfucker can't do. You see?
Mhm.
So what I'm saying is this. I made a stress. Nigga, my shit paid for it. I don't have to worry about making no payment. The nigga came up and told me the balance is paid. He missed that part. See, I'm still listening,
Mhm.
but I'm still listening, but I'm still teaching at the same
Now,
time.
honestly, I don't know what he's talking about because there's this back and forth with this truck. The truck is supposedly paid off, but the truck was at an auction about to be on the auction block, about to be auctioned off. How do you auction off a vehicle that's paid off? Right? So is he lying to Sonya? Because it sounds like it. Because the police said that that truck, that Ford F-350, was in repossession. And that's why they were going to auction it off. But now he's clowning, talking about, well, my car is paid off, and laughing at Shirley because she was not able to finance a vehicle without getting a co-signer because her credit is shot. Now her credit being shot, I'm going to put responsibility on both of them because she obviously doesn't know how to pay bills. But anyway,
I don't
I just find it disgusting that he's giggling and laughing. Shirley's in the position that she's in, and some of that is her fault because this is who she married. How you laughing at your wife? And you kicking with the ops? You laugh. Somebody need to slap Nesto silly.
do you like that until it's necessary, until I be getting your ass and I say, listen, you never did that.
Mhm.
Cause he's mad because she didn't want to really talk to him. She was busy, and he's talking about, well, go to the bathroom. Well, can't you go outside? She's standing out in the freezing cold talking to Nesto, who's only concerned about Nesto. Did you pay the lawyer? Well, what you gonna do with my truck? She's like, I need to trade your truck in. I can't buy a car straight out. I need to trade it in, and whatever amount value they give, I'll use that to buy something. And he hurried up, was like, well, you need to go outside so we could talk. This was from the
Oh,
last
you're
call.
not listening to me. That's how I just have to talk to you because you'll go on.
Mhm.
You go talk so goddamn fast over me. You hear me, but you don't hear me. So now I have to stress. I see something. Just listen. So and I just try to explain the same thing to him. I got that part, but I said I don't give a fuck. He missed that part.
Because Nesto doesn't give a about anybody but himself. And you know what? My plan was not to do members and mods, but that's what it looked like it's going to be today.
I heard that. I heard that.
Okay, because he don't know what I know. You got what I'm saying?
What you know,
Mhm.
Nesto?
Okay.
What do you
It's
know?
like nobody can tell me about you because they don't know you like I know you. I don't give a damn if I know you 2 minutes. They don't know you how I know you. They haven't analyzed and assist their thought pattern about you
He's,
like me.
he said thought pattern. For real? Thought pattern? Nesto talks like he has cotton in between his cheeks. You ever been to the dentist? You had dental work and they put the cotton in your mouth. That's how Nesto sounds when he talks. Nesto, put your teeth back in your mouth, sir, so we can understand you. And it's pattern, not pattern.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
So what I'm saying is, right now, I'm good. Because I know if anything happens, I don't have to never stress the important thing. That is that lawyer being paid. That's the most important thing right now. Am I wrong?
Mhm.
That's like
Mhm.
a house note to me. That's like a
So this
mortgage.
is what I'm talking about. He doesn't care the fact that Shirley's sleeping on an air mattress. Nesto is auditioning for Matt too. He doesn't care about the fact that she doesn't have a car. All he cares about is the fact that she paid the lawyer, right? That's what he asked her. Hey, baby, how you doing? You sound sick. Oh, yeah, I'm a little sick. Yeah, I'm sick too. Did you pay the lawyer? That's the conversations because their relationship is transactional. It's a transactional relationship. What he can get from her and what she could possibly or what she was getting from him.
Which to me right now. So I don't have to worry about that. Now, do I have to pay the taxes on that house? Yeah, I got to pay tax because I don't know how far this shit gonna go. You got me now?
Mhm.
That's what I call taxes. So that's all. So I'm already got a backup plan. You're talking to the backup. I don't have to worry about none of that. Them folks gonna be out. They would have been out. I told you, goddamn what, 5 months ago, and them folks think they might be out. Let them go. Just go where you got to go. I'll deal what I got to deal with.
Again,
But
he's
get what?
talking about Shirley. Now he did tell Shirley a while back, you know what? Go on and go, live your life and blah 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 blah, and it's okay because I'm just gonna be here, and because he plays both sides of the fence, right? He's getting Shirley to pay his lawyer fees and buttering her up, and I love you and I miss you and all these things. Meanwhile, he's got his plaything in his other hand, Sonya over here. And when Sonya's acting up, he's running back to Shirley. He's like running interference back and forth. I can't stand this man. He's playing them both.
What? This shit smooth all the way out. I ain't had to do all the extra talking. For what?
Mhm.
You just had to find the right people to jail to get whatever your tools. So it just kept going until me and you came with the right people. God put the right man for me to sit next to, and you just kept pushing me. You got to talk somebody that talk.
Yeah.
Did that.
I'm
So
like,
guess
you got
what?
to stop. You got to stop while you in there. Somebody's gonna tell you about somebody that's good. You have to
Yeah,
stop.
Here
you
come
Because
got
Coach.
that's
DC
it.
is not doing it. You
Yeah,
cannot put your freedom in this man's hands at all. You got 10 good years left before it's time to retire and sit down. You cannot waste time on this bullshit.
and you put that in my head. I got them come sleep.
They're
She right.
talking about BC, basically. That Sonya's acknowledging the fact that BC really hasn't been taking the money but hasn't been doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody don't listen to
Cannot,
everybody.
cannot.
Yeah,
DC was on some bullshit.
yeah. I don't know. I asked them what they have, and they said they took care. Like, oh, that's fine, and y'all deal with that. I ain't got to deal with that. That's what I was trying to tell him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to tell him that paperwork that Buddy needed to bring to that wall. I didn't know that shit was coming. You see what I'm saying? That shit
Mm-hmm.
need in order, neat in order like a motherfucker. So that's what I'm trying to tell him. I don't give a fuck what them folks talking about. I don't give a fuck what that shit. It's the main ingredients that I care about. That sauce. That's all I care about.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been fucked up, man.
All he
Come on.
care about is that sauce, Shirley's money. Okay? Paying for them lawyer fees.
This shit was there. Only thing wasn't there, you wasn't there. If you were there to really just see what's going on, then sometimes you don't want everybody in your shit 'cause they sloppy as a motherfucker.
I know. Right.
You got what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I do feel very, very comfortable with you in our relationship. I feel very comfortable and I'm satisfied with that. So I don't
I
have to
feel
sit here.
comfortable with you in our relationship. Sonia has also referred to their relationship. Okay? What's the difference between a relationship and a friendship? I don't describe my friendships as a relationship. He's referring to Sonia as being in a relationship.
And lies enough. It is what the fuck it is. But I will tell you this, because I ain't never told
Hmm.
you. The day I got ready to get married, the day my ex-wife called me in the fucking room with my other best friend, he helped me get dressed and told me she was motherfucking sorry. Ain't
Did
that crazy?
she?
Told me she was motherfucking sorry, listening to
I don't believe
everybody
that.
else. I don't leave people, they leave.
Mm-hmm.
I don't leave them. They leave me. So that way he didn't get that part when I said I don't give a fuck. You know what
Because
I'm saying?
they see when it's too
So
late.
now Nesto is Ike Turner. You gonna leave me like all the mother suckers left me after I done helped them out? I don't leave people, they leave me. I do not believe for 1 second that his wife or ex wife called him on his wedding day to apologize. Okay? Yes, he is a delusional liar. Okay? Yeah. Tony B said Nesto's playing ping pong with Shirley and First Lady Sonya. For real. For real, for real.
That's the thing. They see with the two that, but you can't have people in your ear, especially miserable people.
Right.
And we at this age, anybody over 35 know better.
There
So
you
we
go.
know better. Because been there, done that. We don't have relationships where people in our circle get in our ear. I have not. And listen, everybody in my family and people that I talk to about you know what it is. Not one negative thing has ever been said about this, about you, you getting locked up. Why are you talking to him? You know what I'm saying?
I'm curious to know which family member Sonya's talking about because most of her family members don't even talk to her. She might, talk to her sister, maybe, or her niece. But, her father's deceased, her mother's over in Ecuador, Panama somewhere. So what family is she talking about?
Why you waking up? Like not, and I'm not a wife. You get me?
Well, we
Right, I got
know.
you.
And they all know Sonya ain't nothing but a friend. You get me? And they all know how I feel.
Sonya, you're a friend and you're not a wife because you're not wife material. You're side chick material. That's what she's fit for. She moves like a side chick. She gets treated like a side chick. Nesto has no respect for her whatsoever. Once again, it's all about what he can get. And I don't understand why she is capping for this dude. And she's been doing so since just knowing him for 2 months. Don't understand it.
They
Yeah.
all know how I feel.
Right.
So, and not one of them is saying anything negative or anything, period. Nothing. Not one negative comment. You know, even when I found out where you was, did nobody say anything negative, you know?
Well, because it might, because it makes you happy. Certain things that make people happy. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
one, they're not judgmental, and they're not, what I'm saying? I don't hang around judgmental people, full of
Right.
shit people, and my circle's very small
We
anyway.
know.
And everybody knows I'm not dumb.
Right.
So,
Right. 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 I got that. I got.
Everybody knows Sonya's not dumb. I don't know who everybody is, but I can bet there are at least 100,000 people on YouTube who think Sonya is quite unintelligent. Anyway, I was gonna say something and I completely lost my train of thought. Um, let's keep going because she's getting ready to start talking about this relationship.
I'm not dumb, right? So, but still, you know, they know you to be a nice person, and that's what matters. And I wasn't. And it was honesty. So the thing was, it was honesty. Wasn't no misleading and stringing you along type of shit. And,
Maybe not
that
then, but she's certainly stringing him along now. Sonia is using Nesto as an opportunity to put some coins in her pocketbook. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Mhm. Sonia and Nesto sound like two old dusty friends trying to relive Studio 54. Listen, she fell for a married man who then became incarcerated, and she's going harder for him than his own wife. And actually, I shouldn't say that because, in terms of going hard, she's running her mouth, okay? But the hard work and the legwork was really done, and the sacrificing was really done by Shirley. What sacrifices has Sonia made for this man? She hasn't made any sacrifices for this man. Not at all. Not really, you know. But this is who.
type of, how guys do that shit.
Yeah, I know. Women do it too.
I mean, everybody. It's not even it's a boy girl thing nowadays.
It is.
It's
It's,
crazy. But I'm just saying, for you to be 10, 13 years in, and then the thing of it is, I'm very traditional about marriage. That's one reason why I'm not married, because a lot of people aren't, you know. And I feel like that's supposed to be your everything when you link up and do that, you know.
But you're messing with a married man. She's she's messing with a married man, but she's talking about marriage like it's sacred to her. Sonia, I can't with you no more.
I need the relationship. I don't really care about the materialistic shit that people out there try to make. and then the shit don't go right. They got the ring and they're not happy, or it's just or it's wasted money, or everybody came, but everybody in the back of their mind like, yeah, I wonder how long this gonna last. You get me? Because there's no your wedding. How many people in there was actual well wishers that really really wanted it to work? Maybe 5 people in there in the room.
Okay, now she's talking about his wedding. I don't even understand why she's worried about it. She wasn't there. She wasn't in the picture. Sonya has so much to say about things happened before she even knew Nesto. Okay. And Sonia claims that she met Ernesto in October of 2020, 2 months before she got shot. And Nesto was just on a call or phone calls from prison, dropped the call with him and Dion, I think back from September. And he's like, I didn't I didn't know her in 2020. That was COVID. Everybody was home. Now, who's lying? Because they both lie. Somebody lying. Somebody's lying. Now she's worried about who was at the wedding and why. Why is she so involved in this man's marriage and with another man's husband? You know what I'm gonna do? Because I don't know who else is. I see we've got about a dozen people in here, but I've only got a couple of people in the chat. So I'm assuming that it's mostly members and mods. I am going to record and drop a video in members where I'm going to do a comparison between Sonia and Shirley. Okay, I started taking some notes and we're gonna look at Sonia versus Shirley. Okay, the side chick versus the wife. And I think you guys are gonna like that. I'm gonna drop that in members for you. It's more satirical than anything. It's really just for laughs.
Room,
Going.
Absolutely.
but you spent all of this money, and all of these people came, just and most of them just waiting for the divorce.
I'll make you laugh. I heard you now. So I'll make you laugh. So y'all talking about, hey man, hey when somebody called, they supposed to go outside, go out and get in private. So when I called, I said, yeah, yeah, hold on, make you laugh. Right? It was you and him just said that, right? You were talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I called.
So you called.
So
So
he's still complaining about Shirley now. He's complaining about Shirley to his wife about the fact that he had to coerce her into going outside to talk to him. She didn't want to talk, Nesto.
I hear a bunch of noise. I know it's a restaurant. I said, a party? Y'all got a party going on? No, we're at a restaurant. I can't hear you. I said, well, go outside then. Go outside. I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you see, you come back to me. No, I can't call you no more. I went outside and stand out there in the cold and have a conversation.
She could have went to the bathroom. She could have went to the lobby.
Yeah. It's
All
cold.
restaurants that have private rooms. She could have
Yeah,
went to a
yeah.
private room.
Uh, all right, okay.
All
Yeah.
restaurants, don't you? All restaurants have a private room. You don't even know where they were eating at. But you see, this is what she does. She plays into that, right? She wants to be everything that Shirley isn't.
Yeah. Because I'm not waiting tomorrow. I need to see what's going on right now. I need to see what's happening. So,
It's limited conversation. It's a jail call.
yeah. So,
I mean, you're supposed to
And
take
she
that
didn't feel like
shit.
talking.
yeah. So,
Drive and let me pull over and take this call. It's like you're supposed to. It's priority. That's
so,
just what it is.
so, do you get my point? What I'm saying? I've really been saying this for so long. I just can't
That
talk.
shit is crazy to me. That shit is. Let me go smack this
No.
call.
You're not listening.
I
You're not listening.
don't see what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You're not surprised. Right.
Sonya
Okay.
want to be a wife
You're
so
right.
bad.
It was a validation. It was validation as to what you were already thinking.
Yeah, I'm already 15 steps ahead because of my experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even Ebony, I was sitting on the goddamn on the porch out there eating watermelon, and she called her on her phone. We sitting right beside her and told her, Ebony is the ex that you said looked like Pinocchio. Um,
Mm-mm.
anyway, anyway, she sat down, put all that shit on the internet with that fat ass goddamn ghostwriter, whatever she was saying, because she was mad, and turned around and called this lady and told her I was a good motherfucking man.
So they're talking about his previous fiance. I can't remember Ebony's last name. If you guys remember her last name, you can put it in the chat. But this is the woman that he was with before he was with Shirley. And there's still debate as to how did she meet Nesto in the first place? Did Ebony introduce? Because Shirley said that it was a friend or an ex-friend. So, Did she pull one of those type of things where she broke up with the dude and just to get him away from her and off of her? I don't want him, and just so I don't have to deal with him no more and get him off my back, I'm gonna introduce him to you and hook y'all two up, even though I know he ain't. Was it one of those? That's what it sound like.
So,
So he don't forget about all that shit there. Not me. Every last one will come back at the end of the day, they break down and say, damn, man. So I don't worry about that shit. Whatever come my way, it's gonna be better. They already know that. That's in my destiny. I ain't call that. That's just what it is. I might already have it.
That's
that's
just
what I
nuts.
like. I like sleeping together and all of that. Like that's not even the intimacy is wonderful. It's wonderful. It's better than anything. That more than anything is like number one.
Oh, really, Sonia? It is. The intimacy is better than anything. Number one, how you having this level of intimacy with your friend?
You know,
Okay,
and
okay.
and then we always have great conversation. We could talk, and that's important. I always got to be able to talk to a person and freely talk. No fakeness, and then and then you got to be able to look at the person and be attracted to the person.
Right. And I don't do too much talking. It's just I'm a factual talker. That's all.
You just
But
stare and listen.
yeah, that's right. That's my job because I'm gonna catch it.
Yeah, you stare, listen, and smile
Yeah.
to make a person feel awkward. That's why I always have to sit on your lap because you would just sit from across and just stare and just I'd be like, okay.
So now you have intimacy with your friend. You're attracted to your friend. You have great conversation with your friend, and you're sitting in his lap. Sonia, I'm sure every woman on this call would agree. You sit in our man's lap, and we're gonna slap the taste out your mouth. Yes, Ebony Steele. Thank you, Tony B. Ebony Steele. I couldn't think of the name.
Yeah, because I'm because you're juggling my mind while I'm listening. See, that's how it works. People don't understand that juggling. But conversation should be able to stimulate your mind and juggle and think about a lot of things. I've learned a lot. Um, I've learned a lot this past Tuesday. I'm not going. I learned a lot just in 2 hour conversation, just listening. A lot.
Now let's look. He said this past Tuesday. Let me look to see. This was February. This was February 23rd, which was a Thursday. So I'm sorry, I'm telling you wrong. February 3rd would have been a Friday of this year. So he's saying he learned a lot this past Tuesday. So that was January 31st. I believe he had a hearing. Was it a hearing, guys? I have to go back. I think he had a hearing, but I believe this is around the time that the lawyer, and I believe it was Crow Lewis, who and if it wasn't Crow Lewis, then it was BC. But the lawyer, whoever the lawyer was at the time, told Shirley what was going on with these cases, with Ernesto, all the stuff that he didn't want her to know. So when he says this past Tuesday he learned a lot, I don't know what he's referring to, but I know Shirley also learned a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it is what it is. I don't know what's coming my way, but it's gonna be all good. But I appreciate and love you very much, and everything gonna be just fine. That's what I'm telling you. Just keep on checking on what you're trying to do, because it's gonna happen.
I
It's
want to
gonna
stay
happen.
on it. I want to stay on it because retirement is not far, so I
Yeah,
stay on it.
yeah.
I feel like I gotta make sure everybody okay.
Oh, well, everybody okay? It's just you got. I want you. You need to be okay too, so you continue, so everybody can be okay. If you're not
I'm
okay,
okay when
everybody.
everybody else is okay. That's just how I feel. I'm okay when everybody else is okay.
Well, you got to eat too. You
Okay.
got to.
Yeah, but I think because of every like I've always had to be that person for myself and for the kids, so I've never had that for me and it's weird. I mean, I guess it's not weird, it's just how it happened in life. I always was like I told you that when I met you. I was always the more dominant person in the relationship. I was always the one that was just more I felt like I was more of the man in the situation. They were always the weaker, more emotional, more crying, more this. When I'm just looking like, wow, for real, like the strength always came from me. You know,
But that's what
it
you.
just was something.
But it's what you picking though.
I mean,
Yeah.
and then all it does, and then that's just
No,
one guy
no,
just said, "What?
no. Don't try to overtalk this shit, cause I got you now. You pick.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I'm with."
You pick. You was picking. You was picking. Okay, people pick what they pick the selection. You got one you like person you like have sex with. One you like look at a person, but you ain't looking at their brains or their wit or their integrity. Certain things be missing that you need to get the other part that you need, and that's the other part that
Yeah, but for somebody, it's hard to find somebody with mostly all of that. You know
well, you
that.
ain't gonna find it. Well, first of all,
You have 1 minute remaining.
Hang up and
well,
call me back.
In this next call from July 10th, 2023, you will hear Sonya tell Ernesto that she is ready for a relationship. They also talk about his relationship with Shirley. Take a listen.
okay, I don't know what happened then.
No, I had ran out. I had put money on there. I had transferred the money in the bank, but I didn't put it in the book on your book. So I was like, it's like, oh, damn, that's right. I gotta pay for it. So I paid for it. So it's good.
Yeah,
You're
because you ain't got that Shirley money.
good.
Okay,
I
good,
just
good.
did one thing to do the other thing because you was talking to me. Anyway, boyfriend.
Shut up.
Ah, why you feeling some type of way here?
Why are you feeling some type of way?
Oh my God. Okay, we're
What you
feeling some type
feeling?
of
What
way.
what's the what you feeling? What you talking about?
I be feeling some type of way.
About what? Your
Um,
your 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 emotions
my
kicking
best
in?
friend. Yeah. Oh my God, right? What the fuck?
So we went from boyfriend, she switched it up to best friend real quick. Okay, Sonia, I see you. But interestingly enough, she did not get the same reaction from Nesto the last time she talked about her feelings and her emotions. It was like, well, what you feeling and get it out, and you beating around the bush, and yeah, just say what you gonna say. Here it's like, well, what you talking about? She Sonia, use a lie. Okay. We all know it. You just told on yourself, use a lie. All right. And we're going to let you tell the rest of it.
What are you kicking in about?
Explain. I just really, so a while back you had asked me this question. I wasn't really ready to answer because I always in my mind had said to myself, this is my life and this is how I'm going to end.
Somebody said in the comments, it's not my
Like,
internet. It's
I'm going to
Nestle.
be by myself and it's cool. I'm going to be okay. That's it. All right. And then I accidentally started liking him because that wasn't the plan. I kept
You
asking
accidentally started what? You started liking him? Accidentally started liking a married man who's incarcerated? How do you fall in love with a man who's behind bars? I don't understand that. You know what? I want to know from y'all that are on, because it's about 15 y'all on. Would you guys date someone that has a criminal record? And I don't mean like somebody who, got locked up and, maybe they punched somebody in the bar. They was, whatever, disorderly conduct and did a night in jail. Would you date somebody that has a criminal record? You go in their background and you can see that they committed all these crimes, even if they did it a long time ago. Because for me, it would be a no. I don't care how much I like you. Once I find out that I don't do ex cons, I don't do. Am I being judgy? How do y'all feel? Tell me how I feel in the comments. Because if we ask Tyler Perry's gonna tell you to settle. If he can only pay a light bill, it's okay. If he if he been behind bars before, it's okay. No, I don't do ex cons.
myself, uh,
Mm-mm.
am I okay with that? You know?
Mm.
And I was kind of more than okay with it. And then I just kind of got scared with it. Like, oh my God, this is frightening. This is unexpected. And it's not a bad thing.
Let me hear to break it on down. Break it on down what your emotions and your
Yeah.
Yeah, break it on down.
No, it's just, it's It was unforeseen and it snuck up on me, and I feel like I'm ready.
You're ready.
Oh my
I'm
God, it's the
ready.
laugh for me. I think I laughed like that on a video that I dropped last week. I gotta rewind that back. That was one of them real like throaty type laughs.
It snuck up on me, and I feel like I'm ready.
You're ready.
I'm ready.
She
Are you
ready.
thinking you talking about you're ready for the moon? Is that what you're saying? The big
Thank you
chill?
in your head. I feel like I'm ready for a relationship.
What kind of relationship? Let me hear that one. Let me first of all,
Oh my
what,
God, you can't even say the word.
okay, no, I want to hear what kind of relationship you
I'm not even a free agent yet. My biggest thing is I feel like what's gonna happen, I'm gonna
You're
get egg
not
in the face.
even a free agent yet. That she just said you're not even a free agent yet. This chick is really hoping upon hope that things are not going to go well with him and Shirley and that he's going to, you know, leave his wife or that, even better that Shirley will do what she did, that she will just walk away from Nesto. Like this is from July 10th of this year. Okay, this is we backed up. We went back to July. Okay, so in July, she's calling him boyfriend. She's acknowledging she has feelings for him and that she's ready for a relationship, but she doesn't want to get egg in her face in case, the wife comes back or decide.
I feel like
how you gonna get egg in the
everything,
face?
because I feel like everything that has transpired happened in the height of all that's going on with your legal issues. And what's going to happen is it's going to die down, and then she's going to say, I don't want to split. I want to stay together. And you're going to be like, okay,
Who told you that?
that's
Them
just what
folks,
I feel.
look, no, them folks ain't thinking. Listen, man, them folks ain't thinking about me
Mhm.
at all.
But you're okay. So what are you thinking about? You saying they're not thinking about you? Because this is what I got. When you said it to me first and said, I'm gonna leave the past in the past. I'm gonna let that go. And you said that 2 weeks before she even said, I'm done. I want a divorce. And then you felt some type of way about that. And I was thinking like, okay, so if he said what he said 2 weeks prior, then when she said it, why is he feeling some type of way if he said it first?
But no,
You
I
get
ain't
me?
feeling.
So
No, I'm
you
not.
you
I'm not
was
feeling.
feeling some type of way about it. You didn't say it, but I got it in your conversation.
Okay, well, what conversation did you gather?
Hmm?
What's the conversation you gather?
That's something you was telling me about it, and you just felt bothered by it.
Well, one thing about me, man, I'm gonna shut down for about 2 seconds. It don't take long, you know what I'm saying? And I know how to sit down and face reality, what reality really is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. One thing I don't know, and one thing I do know, I'm not going to be around nothing or nobody that don't want to really. Um, I'm gonna take that back. I was talking earlier to you. Certain things are superficial. I don't want to live my deathbed as superficial. I don't want to
Listen
Mm.
to
live
him
like
running
that
game on her.
with nothing and nobody or nothing. I want to feel genuine. I want to feel that genuine whatever. You understand what I'm saying?
I get that.
Yeah, okay. So what I'm saying to you that
Because, you base it on that, then those things come and go.
yeah, they do come and go, but here's the thing with me. Certain things people will break people. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna dare do your paw, or you my boo boo, all that. See, those like bounce off my back of my neck. Cause I know when certain things kick off, all that shit gets thrown out the window. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, I'm be there until all this is over. Yeah, but some folks told me I got to be with 80 years. Your ass is gone, cause we ain't gonna be able to live. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, you're trying to say that about me?
I'm saying about anybody or
No,
anything.
no, we're not talking about anybody. We're talking about me and you and her.
Well, me and her, she already made her mind up what she gonna do. That's it. I
Okay,
told
see,
you.
that's what I'm talking about. It's her.
No,
So
it's
if she
hold,
didn't
hold,
say
hold, hold,
that,
hold, 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 hold.
if she wasn't
I don't think you
done,
heard what I said. I said,
This chick is going real hard for somebody else's husband. I know it's not just me. I can't see the comments right now, y'all. But she's going real hard over somebody else's man. But is the first one to say, um, oh, he's just my friend. He's just my friend. So this is apparently how Sonya does with her friends. This is how she does her friends. Because Nesto is just her friend. I mean, okay. She is as dusty as that GoFundMe. For real. And we might look into her
said the
yeah,
background a
but
little
you
13th.
bit
keep
today.
saying
I
she.
said the
What?
13th, and I don't want to talk about this on the phone because they'll use
I
it.
know.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to do
I
all
know.
that. You trying
He don't want to talk about it on the phone. Sonya runs her mouth so much. So much. Like, is she really an informant? Is she working for the ops? Sonya is a thirst bucket. For real, for real. Okay? She is parched like a
to
desert
me?
I'm
thirsty.
fine.
Yeah, I really done bust in the head. It got me bust in the head.
Okay. My bad.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got my neck just down this chopped off. So what I'm saying to you is that
Well, then why are you talking about
Sonya,
it?
you could tell him all of this bullcrap when you go visit him in jail the next time.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You ain't got nothing to
Mm.
worry about. I keep trying to tell you that, but in your head, you trying to get some clarification. It's already there.
What? You say that, and then I listen to you on some other stuff, and I be like,
So here's what's going on here. And this happens with a lot of women. Sonya is seeking validation in this fake relationship with him. Okay? Because she's also listening to calls. Okay? Where he is wishy-washy and, oh, I miss my wife and I just want to make sure my wife is okay and I'm concerned about Shirley and get Shirley some donuts because she like that, send her some flowers. Oh, what's going on? I'll help her with the car. Or, well, I just want to get back with my wife. All of that stuff. All right. She is seeking validation. It is the same when a woman is in a relationship with a man and she has to ask him, oh, well, what are we? If you have to ask a man, what are we? If it's not clear and you don't already know, you might as well just assume that you a side chick. Just assume that. And if he doesn't have a girlfriend and you're not a side chick, then just assume that you're a plaything, that he's fishing and you're something for him to play with for the moment. So she's trying to get Nesto to assure her that, his feelings for her are genuine. They're not. Okay. You're an option. And you never make somebody a priority when you are only an option to them. Right? She's making Nesto a priority, but to him, she's an option. She's an option.
No, I should be able to
"Yeah,
talk.
they're gonna
I
say,
should be able. I should be able to talk freely to you, like you talk freely to me. So I should be able to
right."
do the same thing with you without touching Philly. I should be able to do
Mm-hmm.
that. Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm. No, you know.
Okay. It's like right now, I was mad. Oh, when you told me first, oh man, this whole weekend, oh man. And I'm like, who could do some shit to me like this? Who could destroy me like this?
A
Now
lot
I
of
get
people.
it. I get it. I know who doing this to me. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what's going on. So I'm gonna hold my peace and I'm straight. I got too much good stuff. And I know that. And I know that everybody think this is a meal ticket off of me, but they really don't know. They really fucking themselves up. I know that
Mm-hmm.
for a fact. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm good on that. I said,
Yeah, they already think you're my boyfriend. I don't know where you got that
listen,
from, but
man, we
okay.
ain't talking about that shit. We done with that. We done with all that.
Ow.
He just told her, I don't want to talk about it. And she got the nerve to say that everybody knows that she's not dumb. Sonya is dumb. She's slow. And if you're listening, this is why we call you Silly Sonya. Sonya has the maturity level of a 14-year-old. She really does.
No, no,
Oh, you
I
said we ain't talking about that shit.
who?
We ain't talking about that
That's what he
shit.
said.
No, because he's saying I
Did
ain't
you
trying
feel
to.
that? Did you feel
No,
that?
I said
I
we
just,
ain't talking about this
I just
shit.
smacked you real hard in the face.
Who?
I said I just smacked you really hard in the face. Did you feel that? Never mind. Over your head. Over your head.
He's old, Sonya. Them jokes don't work on him. Like, wow.
Anyway,
Okay, you mad because I know what you're mad about.
I,
You,
you got court in 2 days. You got court in 3 days. Damn, the 13th.
yeah, I do.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I have great
This
information.
is gonna happen. You got so many different cases. You're gonna have so many different court dates. It's gonna go by. They're gonna all catch up. Boom, 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 boom. That's gonna be then your time to till you get the fuck out of there.
Man, I'm straight, man. I'm real straight.
Because you don't need to be sitting somewhere. Uh, I mean, I guess the bullshit started and somebody on a mission, but nobody want to be sitting unnecessarily in nobody's fucking jail. Losing everything out here. The face is dirty as hell now.
I don't even know if I want to listen to the rest of this. Some of you guys have probably already heard this, so this is like just listening to it again. And if you haven't listened to it, go to Phone Calls from Prison. There is her YouTube channel, and definitely subscribe to her page, her channel, because all these receipts are coming from her. But what I do want to do is I want to go on to Sonya's page for a moment, because this is the kind of maturity level that we're dealing with when it comes to Sonya. I am not playing this dry ass live that she did. The one that I am going to play is um the live that she did with oh my gosh, I don't even know if I can find it, because this is what Sonya does. She doesn't organize anything on her page. Is it this one? It might be this one. It's this one. Okay. So I want to show y'all what we're dealing with when it comes to silly ass Sonya, and how immature she really, really is. And then at the end, y'all hang in there with me, and that'll give some more people some more time to come into the room. I'm going to drop some tea on Sonya. Okay. I probably won't show you all the receipts, because I was really planning to do this tomorrow. And I will definitely drop some stuff in members. So again, the membership is $2.99. You can hit the join button if you do want to join. And let me just say this: I really do try to. Number one, it's $2.99 a month. It's very cheap, but I really do try to bring some value to membership, and to try to ensure that you're getting, you know, even though it's only $2.99 a month, I want to make sure you're getting your $2.99's worth. Okay. So I will be dropping some juicy things in members. All right. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, what you waiting for? Don't just be courting me and casually dating me, because I'm gonna tell you something. I see the analytics, and like 89% of the people that like my videos and that view my videos are not subscribers. How about that? So you guys subscribe to the channel. Let people know that Wisdom's Daughter is here and that I'm here to stay. So let's look at this silly chick. I just want to analyze a couple of things. So if you've seen this already a few times, sorry that we're watching it again, but I want to highlight a couple of things with Sonya.
And she is from. Well, I was in Tasha K too, y'all. Carl Thomas' baby mama.
Carl Thomas' baby mama here. We're not going to get into her. They were calling her Big Bird and everything else. She got clowned on Sonya's channel. This young lady went on Sonya's live thinking that she was going to talk about her story on Tasha K. And I mean, she got the virtual tomatoes thrown at her. And Sonya did this girl so wrong, because she did not give her an opportunity. She wasn't vouching for her. Sonya was all about Sonya. So I'm going to tell you right now, don't go on a live with Sonya, because she does not know how to treat her guests. And unfortunately, there was a miscommunication, I'm assuming, between Miss Latoya and Miss Waller, and they only met 2 weeks ago. prior to recording this. She didn't even know this girl. So you go on live with somebody that you don't know because they're connected to a celebrity and you're clout chasing. So she got what she deserved.
Make sure you go look at the interview because it's a lot to take
Right.
in.
And she did an interview with Tasha K a month prior to my interview with Tasha K. And we're going to talk a little bit about both of our interviews because I never spoke on it yet. I never said anything. Right. I never said anything about
I'm gonna sip on that.
Right. The interview. And also everybody's little recap of my interview. And I'm wearing my glasses today because I think I need to read. Hey, Sonya, Latoya. Thanks, sweet butterfly.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, no filter today, right? Because people always want to talk about my filter.
Because we're beautiful and we don't need filters. Like filters for enhancement because it does what it needs to be done, honey. But we are
we doing positive
what it is, honey, in real life, honey.
All day, every day. So we've been hanging out lately in Atlanta, going to the clubs.
They just met, but they've been hanging out lately. You see the lies? She's gonna tell you. I just met her 2 weeks ago. They have a mutual friend.
Shout out to Madison, Shannon Kelly. Shout out to Cougar, because that's how we met. You know,
right? She's got a single out called Heaven.
Make sure y'all stream it.
Yep. And so we're gonna talk a little bit about and we're gonna answer. Hey, Team Sonya. Hey, John. So we're gonna answer some questions too. And again, no name calling, none of that nastiness, though. Simple, silly Sonya.
So we've learned that Sonya does not have the skin for it, even though that's what she said. Okay, she cannot take the heat or the smoke. You have to take the good with the bad. She can't take the smoke, and she is enjoying this. Okay, I do not support her channel. I don't like her videos. If I do go on there, it's really just for the purposes of this. And this is probably the most that I've watched any of her videos because her videos are dry. All right. But her behavior here in this video, it wasn't surprising, but it just kind of helps you build a picture of who this woman is. Right. Because she says, oh, well, you don't know me. But this is who you're presenting yourself to be. So this is what we know. And she is silly.
Right.
So, I'm going to end up being pushed to be ratchet, but I'm trying not to be ratchet. I mean, I have it in me, but I'm trying not to be that.
That part.
At all. My interview, which everybody was saying, it didn't go well. It didn't go like I planned.
It didn't.
And the only thing I wanted to come out of the interview was light on his case. All of the speculation around if I fucked him, the phone calls and all that stuff, could care less. I mean, that's second to none, like last on the list. Just putting light on his case is what I really cared about. And for people to just really look at what's going on, because we got enough in the justice system, court system. I'm sorry, it's not the justice system. It's just a lot going on where they just really screw us when we get caught up in the court system. Innocent, guilty, whatever. It was not meant to help us. It was meant to hurt us. And so I just wanted that interview to shed light on his innocence and for people just to look more into what's going on with his case.
Well, then you should have told the truth if that was your intention.
And not really, and I know everybody was really more so focused on if we was fucking or not.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at look at her face. So that's the face of a friend, right? Everyone's so focused on if we were sleeping together or not. Sorry, y'all. If we were sleeping together or not, but you see her face. Okay. She is totally enjoying this. She's going to start interacting with some of the people that joined the live. I was not on the live. This is the replay. And y'all, Sonya, I believe Sonya got her phone privileges taken away. Because if you notice, she's not dropping any recorded calls between her and Nesto. Okay. Now, it might be at the end or near the end of this video where she says it. I believe she got hit with a cease and desist because she makes a comment that the lawyer basically told her that, they don't want the recorded calls on, the internet, and that Nesto needs to stay off the internet and everything else like that. And she claims that since she paid or put money on his commissary, that the calls are hers, that she owns the calls, okay, which we all know that to not be the case. And this is what I'm going to talk about just after this in regards to this paralegal business, okay? Because she claims to be a paralegal. I believe in this interview, she said she was a paralegal for 12 years, but in the interview with Stiletto Bosses, she said she was a paralegal for 20 years. She said that she was managing strip clubs for 15 years. And in the same sentence, when asked how long you've been in the adult entertainment business, she said, you know, 16 years. So is it 15 to 16, Sonya? Then she's talking about a strip club, King of Diamonds. Oh, I was never associated with King of Diamonds. I was at Queen of Diamonds, because she was asked who does she know in the entertainment industry. She's like, oh, Pinky. I know this one. I know that one. No, not Cardi B. Cardi B was at King of Diamonds, and she's gonna try to say that her father and her uncle were the original founders of King of Diamonds. But in this interview here, this not interview, this live, this self interview, she talks about King. Sonya can't even keep up with her own lies. This chick lives in a fantasy world where she just makes shit up as she goes.
And so, and then calling me a liar. Yeah, calling me a liar because I didn't admit to a stranger if I had sex with somebody. Like, can somebody walk up to you and just ask you who you fucking?
No.
Right. So, I mean,
no.
Like, make it make sense. So, right. So me screwing somebody, interview was good in my opinion. You think it was more than what you said? What about the sex talk on the phones? Yeah, so when people are in jail and they're around a lot of men, you gotta talk dirty. I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, that's common sense.
It is what it is. And Dum Dum over here talking about is common sense. This man is married, right? You shouldn't even be talking to him on the phone like that. But you heard what she said. You got to talk dirty. It is what it is. And here we have Carl Thomas, his baby mama, endorsing this. We're not we are not going to listen to this whole thing. It was just a couple things.
That's common sense.
It's just what it is. I mean, that was when he first went away. Like, ever since that, we've never had a sex conversation since. And that's been a year and 4 months ago since that conversation. And so,
like, we grown people.
Exactly.
We grown.
Exactly.
So she would be okay with Sonya having those kind of conversations with her man, because I believe she's also married. I think not. But this is the maturity level married of the person we're talking about here.
You know what I'm saying? And they always say, well, that's for the wife. Yeah, that's cool. We already heard
that's why you're not one. That's all I have to say.
You say you two were intimate. So why would we say you were lying? Oh, they said I lied because I said I didn't have sex with him. So he called me a liar. That's inappropriate, Sonya. It is inappropriate. But, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Okay. So I'm not going to be the dead horse. This conversation in terms of Sonya's integrity and her ability to tell the truth, I think we've already proven that sis is a pathological liar. She's never going to tell the truth. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Hello, that girl repping BK New York. But if she can't speak on his case, then what's the point of her channel or doing interviews? Exactly, because it was never about him. That is a smokescreen. This was always about her. Remember the earlier calls where he said, well, you at least you have that YouTube, right? And she talks about her YouTube channel and wanting to find a way to build her channel. So this is it. She basically, has her foot on Nesto's neck or on his shoulders, however, you want to look at it. And she's using him as a springboard to be somebody. Sonya is a very sad, lonely person. She has no life. Okay. Every time Nesto calls her, what you doing? Nothing. I'm in the bed. I'm on the couch. Nothing. I just came in. I'm tired. No, I'm not doing nothing. She is never doing anything ever. She's never working on these businesses. She talks about the business that of the club she was trying to open in Miami. She's going to mention it in a second. And she said that her partner backed out. Do you guys remember the call where she's like, well, I'm trying to get the plans approved. I'm trying to wait for everything to come back and blah, 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 blah. And all we keep hearing is excuses, but no business ever got started. Her partner bowed out. So your partner bowed out and that's it? No business? You couldn't get someone else to invest with you? You couldn't get things going? It was all hinging upon that one person? Sonya doesn't finish anything that she starts, right? And she lied and said that she filed bankruptcy 3 times. She did not. She definitely did not. And we're gonna take a look at it. We're definitely gonna take a look at some stuff. Um, I might play this for another minute or two, and then I want to pull up Sonya's background check.
There's different levels of intimacy, so you know what I'm saying. Interpret it as you will, but she said what she said.
I said it. I said it. I said it. He said it. He had dirty conversations with me. I participated. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So why didn't you tell that on Tasha K? Why'd you lie?
It is what it is. Anyway, that's my friend. I'm gonna get a T-shirt. That's my friend.
Exactly. For sale coming soon.
That's my friend.
Y'all check out createalane.com. That is my website.
I was saying you did say I was caught
a T-shirt
up in
line.
your feelings. Okay, so
Now this is sad. Now I started this Sonya's live by saying that she was very disrespectful to her guests. The poor girl is in the back trying to stay relevant. Sonya should have been the one to be able to say, oh, by the way, my friend has a t-shirt line. This is her store. Sonya has not put any links to this girl's YouTube channel, to her website, or nothing in the description box on her channel. Nothing. Okay. No credit at all. Not even when she did the Stiletto Bosses. She has no internet etiquette at all. All right. Let me just see something. When did she record this? Because she started that YouTube page. Not YouTube page. Sorry. She started the GoFundMe page on the 14th. I'm just curious to know when. I want to know when she put up this video. If they have a date on here. Sometimes they have the date on here. Oh, December 13th. Okay. So she ended up starting the GoFundMe the very next page. The very next day. All right. Sorry, y'all. It's like 12:30 in the morning and I'm talking backwards. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing for just a moment and we're going to get into some of Sonya's business. How about we do that? Let's do that because that's what y'all here for, right? That's what I would be here for. All right. Mm-hmm. Yes, Queen Marie Duff. Her chest is all up in the camera. Okay. Not classy at all. Sonya is not secure in herself, which is why she uses filters to look younger, which is why she dresses that way. She puts her hair up so she can look younger. She's not secure in herself at all, which is why she's looking for validation from an incarcerated married man. It doesn't get worse than that. All right, so let me go into my files and I'm gonna go ahead and pull some stuff up for you guys. I do not believe that I have a watermark on here. So like Sonya said, it is what it is. All right, let's see. I should have it on my desktop. All right. Let's see. Oh, no, it's in my email. Let me go to my email real quick. I'm not going to show you guys my email, but I'm going to go to my email behind the scenes. Oh, and while I'm doing that, let me just make a comment. So I watched Infamous Sylvia. I love Miss Sylvia. Earlier today, her live, and she did a live. I think it was titled something to the effect of, like Nesto's indictment or something like that. Okay. But there is something that she said on that live that may not be accurate. Okay, so I just wanted to clear that up. I don't know what she was reading from, but she earlier in the live, She was reading it sounded like she was reading the interview that was done with a victim by the name of Gail Beckham. Okay, this is the real estate agent who knew Nesto once upon a time when he was just like starting to build his businesses but hadn't done anything yet, was soliciting her for money, and she kind of got turned off and wasn't dealing with him. But by the time she met up with Nesto again, his Instagram had blown up, and he's connected to Shirley now. He looks like he's doing good. And this is the one that gave him uh she gave him $90,000, okay, 70,000 towards a what do you call a motor coach, and 20,000 that she gave him, which we'll look at how that money was distributed. Plus she gave him other monies, and she gave him her 2021 Mercedes Benz because apparently she needed an upgrade. You can give me a Benz, a paid off Benz. You So anyway, she was talking about that particular victim, and she mentioned the fact that one of the checks, she wrote 3 cashier's checks, and one of the checks was a $20,000 check written out to Danielle. And Miss Sylvia said Danielle Durham. And she was basically suggesting that that check probably really went to Sonya. Now, Sonya and Nesto did know each other at that time, but that check was not to Danielle Durham. It was Danielle Drannon or something like that, because Nesto misspelled diamonds, and he actually had the check, or requested that the check be reissued to Danielle Diamonds. Okay. And Sylvia was kind of making a connection from a live that she had done 5 months ago where she was reading the court documents. Now, I love Miss Sylvia, and I'm not throwing shade. Miss Sylvia does not read very well out loud. And there are some people that don't do well with what we call cold reading, where you're reading a document for the first time that you never read before. Everyone can't do cold reading. So I think she misread that, because I actually requested, I filled out a FOIA form, and I actually requested those documents. So I have them, and I will show them to you. Okay. So give me just a minute. I need to get out of this email account and get into this email account. And you guys hang on just a moment while I do that. So, like I said, she was making the connection, basically, almost saying like Sonya is in deeper than, even what we thought. But again, I believe that was a misread. So I don't know if any of you guys, caught on to that yourself. But let me pull up this document that I'm going to show you guys in just a moment. Now, I have not redacted anything on this document, but it is public record. And I know that there are other bloggers that will typically do extra redactions, but there's only one thing specifically on here that I wanted to go over with you guys. So some of this is redacted, and for me, that is enough. So let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. So you guys are getting a little treat tonight, because Sylvia read this, but she actually didn't show it. I'm actually going to show it. Okay. I'm actually going to show it. And I'm not concerned about getting sued or any of those things, because this is public record. At the end of the day, it's public record. Okay. Hang on, guys. I need to see how I can share this with you guys. And if for some reason I am not I'm not able to share it. Let's see. Can I share it without showing you my email? I think I can. Okay. Let's try it and see. Yes. Okay. All right. So during 2015, Bickham ran into Williams in Atlanta. Williams advised he had a new business which he wanted to show Bickham. Bickham agreed to meet. Actually, you know what? Let's start. Let's actually go up a little bit. Let's start from the beginning. Okay. So Bickham advised that sometime around 2009 or 2010, during the housing market crash, she met Williams in Atlanta, Georgia, while she was looking for investors to help her launch a new business plan locally. During that period, she got to know Williams, but she stepped away from him after his continued solicitations for money. So he probably was trying to run the same game on her that he was running on other people. But maybe he wasn't intimate with her, and so that didn't work. But for whatever reason, she decided not to deal with him. She did loan him $1,000, which he paid back as agreed. Okay. She knew that he was married at the time to a Carol Lamar, and that at the time was operating a barbershop. Now, in 2015, this is the same year that Shirley got married to Ernesto. Bickham ran into Williams in Atlanta. Williams advised that he had a new business he wanted to show Bickham. Bickham agreed to meet Williams at his barbershop located on Peachtree Street near Far Road. It's pronounced Far, PH, Far Road. Williams' business at the time involved private coaches or motorhomes. Williams told Bickham he was looking for investors for his new business. Williams told Bickham that he was looking for investors for his new business. Now, I know we said we're going to talk about Sonya, but I don't already started this, and I just want to clear up what I mentioned because I can't call out an error that someone made without the receipts, okay? Or I shouldn't. William also told Bickham that he was getting married and that Bickham knew who he was marrying. Bickham told Williams she was not familiar with his fiance but congratulated him. He told Bickham he was engaged to Shirley Strawberry. She was unfamiliar with Strawberry, and Williams explained that she was from the Steve Harvey show. See, this is what Nesto does. He name drops and he kept hammering. I don't know who she is, but he has to keep going, right, to build his credibility, which he has not. Bickham then congratulated him. William asked Bickham about her business interests, and Bickham told him that she's doing the same thing she did when they previously met. So Bickham advised that the meeting with Williams concluded and she went about her business. Williams later connected with Bickham on Instagram and got her phone number, or I'm sorry, gave her his phone number. Now, 2018, Williams contacted Bickham via Instagram and requested her phone number, which she gave him. Now, in June of 2021, so 3 years later, he contacts Bickham again and requests her phone number, which she gave. Now, he calls Bickham, and during that conversation, Bickham advised that she was still working in real estate. This is the real estate agent, okay? This is the victim, the real estate agent victim, and was looking to venture out and establish herself as a builder and own her own company. Williams asked Bickham if she needed anything. Bickham explained that what she needed was to connect with people with certain skill sets that would help her business. She told the devil exactly what he needed to know for him to slay her, okay? Williams continued to push and began asking about funding the project, at which point Williams sold Bickham on his ability to get investors. Bickham accepted Williams' offer to help her find investors willing to assist with getting her new business started. Now, I'm not going to read all of this. Let me just skip down a little bit to where we talk about these vehicles. Bickham explained that Williams told her it was going to be a process and convinced her that she needed to change her image so that she can go to the quote unquote next level. Now, this may be redundant for some of you guys, but you haven't heard me read it. Williams then convinced Bickham to front monies for his services and payments to assistants that would go toward the total package she was going to receive. Bickham was asked what she thought the package included. She thought it was going to include, getting help with her business, getting an office space, and all that. Okay. Now, Williams also convinced her that she needed a different car and a motor coach to meet with clients because a brick and mortar office wouldn't have been good enough, right? At the time, Bickham owned a 2021, this is the same year now, Mercedes Benz that was without a lien. That means it was paid off, it was free and clear. Williams convinced her to sign the title to her paid off 2021 Mercedes Benz over to him. And anyway, the VIN number's there, but can't do nothing about that anyway because he done sold it, so it don't matter. Because he was going to sell it or trade it in for another vehicle to improve her image. Okay. He sent his assistant, Alasia Alexander, who is Dominique, to pick up the Mercedes. Okay. Now let's talk about these checks. On June 23rd, 2021, Bickham secured 3 cashier's checks from her BBT account made payable to Danielle Diamonds. Okay. You see it right there. It is not Danielle Durham. I don't know what Miss Sylvia was reading from, but as I said, reading out loud is not her gift. And it's no shade. It is what it is. Okay. She's a brilliant woman. She's very good at legal research. And we live not far from each other. So at some point, I'm going to have to go visit Miss Sylvia. Anyway, that check was later changed to Danielle Diamonds for $20,000. Alasia Alexander got a check for $6,000, and Olivia Washington got a check for $5,000. I want you to put a pin right there. Okay, I'm not going to go into all this of the $200,000 that she gave him, where it went and how it was spent. Okay, it's on the screen. If you guys can read it before I take it down, go ahead. But Olivia Washington received a check for $5,000. That name was very familiar to me, and I couldn't figure out why until I started reading some more of the documents. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing for a second, and I'm going to show you why that name is familiar. Just remember for a moment, $5,000 went to Olivia Washington. We're about to find out who is Olivia Washington, right? Hang on. Now, here is another report. This is the report about the landlord going to the house that Nestor was renting. And because Nestor was what, 2-3 months behind on rent, he owed $26,000 and had all these fancy cars, an ambulance, 2 Harley Davidsons, and all these cars in the driveway. This is that incident where he called the police, and when the police started running the tags, they saw that these vehicles were registered to all different people. So let's take a look. Ramuno contacted officer. I'm not going to start this all the way at the beginning because I kind of, told you already what the story was and what happened. All right. Let me make sure I'm in the right spot here. There's a lot that was in this. Here we go. Okay. So officer was dispatched to the house. And at the time, back then, we thought that Shirley was living in this house with him. This is the house where Nestor had Shirley, himself, her daughter Sheridan, and Sheridan's 2 kids on a lease that none of these people signed. It was a fraudulent lease. So Ramuno contacted Officer Fields to have her drive by the residence to check for vehicles. Fields subsequently drove by and identified the following vehicle license plates. I'm going to go ahead and skip that part, okay? So they started running the plates on these different vehicles. There was a Harley Davidson, a blue Harley Davidson. There was another Harley Davidson, okay, a second Harley Davidson that was registered to an Olivia Maison Washington. So one of the victims, for whatever reason, Nestor had her Harley Davidson. Who knows what he told this woman? He was going to sell it. He was going to trade it in for her. Whatever he said he was going to do. This is a victim. She's listed as a victim. Okay. He gave her a check written by Gail Bickham for $5,000. Now you tell me what that was about. Because no one else has talked about this. I don't even know if they realized or made the connection. All right. Now there's a lot of information there. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll up the screen. All right. I may do a short with this or cut this video and post it in members so that you guys can actually really take a good look at it. All right. But yeah, so that's Stop sharing for just a minute because I'm in my email. All right. So really quick, I'm going to, because I'm about to shut this down. I'm getting tired, and I can see you guys are getting tired too. Let me pull up these documents. I said we're gonna look at Sonia's background. All right. We're not gonna do a deep dive tonight. We're just going to look at her at just a couple of quick things. All right. So let me go ahead and share my screen really quickly. All right. And all right. So really quickly, this is her background. Okay. You see it there, Sonya Durham. All right. I pulled this on December 6th. All right. Some interesting things I found. Okay. Some of this stuff I'm going to scroll over quickly because I don't know, if this stuff is still recent or not. But anyway, so here you have it. She's 55. There's her birthday. These are all the names that she goes by. Everything from Sydney Durham to Sonya Durham. She spells her name differently. She took her sister Tanya's name. Her middle name is M. It is Sonya M. Durham. Okay. Sam Durham, Trisha, Waller Slidell. She's got all these fake names. All right. She has a number of phone numbers. I'm going to scroll those up real quick because it really doesn't matter about her phone numbers. Most of those lines are disconnected anyway. She's got 1,000 email addresses. She even has an email in her, I guess it's her dad's name. All right. Sonya has like 42 addresses on file. All right. Again, I'm going to scroll through because it's not redacted and I don't know who's living at these addresses. And you guys don't need to be running over to these people's houses. All right. But the point is 42 different addresses. She has a lot of addresses in and around Cleveland. There was a debate as to whether she lived in Shaker Heights or not. She went to school in Shaker Heights High School, and she lived close by. I don't think she actually lived in Shaker Heights, but she lived close enough to go to the high school. All right. So I don't know why this popped up in her background check, but she had a 2002 Ford Explorer that was registered to Quinton Durham. And she had a 2008 Jeep Cherokee, Grand Cherokee, that was registered to her sister. Why she doesn't have her vehicles in her own name, I don't know. Here's the boat. I told you guys that there was a boat that came up. Okay. I don't know how she acquired this boat, but she has a boat. And then she has quite a few traffic and criminal violations here. All right. So she was found guilty. Something with the building, failure to comply with an order of the Cleveland Building Department. So she had some property. So apparently somewhere in 2006 there was an issue with a building regulation that she didn't meet. All right. So she got a speeding ticket in Shaker Heights in 2006. She has a lot of speeding tickets like this. Like Sonya just don't learn her lesson. Okay. Another speeding ticket. She has disorderly conduct, a misdemeanor in 2004. Oh, what happened? Sorry, y'all. Going off my screen. And some of this I know grown woman vibes kind of went over. But in case you guys don't know where that video is or you don't want to look for it, it's here. Disorderly conduct. Let's see what else she got here. Another speeding ticket. 40 she was doing 41 and a 25. She was doing 38 and a 25. I don't know where she's driving where the speed limit is so low. Let's take a look at this other ticket and see what that one was for. 49 and a 30. She's got a lot of speeding tickets. All right. Here's another one. She pled guilty. Sonya has paid a lot of money for fines for tickets. Here's another misdemeanor, something to do with the building. So when she said that she had property, she told the truth. She definitely told the truth. All right. Disposition not provided. She had a theft by deception on here somewhere. It's another traffic violation. She didn't display her plates or her sticker. Another misdemeanor. A lot of misdemeanors. Not wearing a seatbelt. Petty theft. Okay, this is when she was younger. Petty theft. All right. I'm not going to go through all this. You guys get the idea. But what I do want to go through, and I passed it already because you guys probably totally missed it. You probably didn't even catch it. All right. And then we're going to close out. Okay. So you see this where it says possible jobs, something called Empire Operations Group Inc. And then there's Black Entertainment Music, Dell. And then there is the law offices of David J. Stern, paralegal, real estate. Okay. Real estate. Now, I'm going to do another live or pre-recorded video. I'll figure out which one. Probably tomorrow, where we're going to take a look at the law offices of David P.A. Stern. Okay? Because here's the thing. Sonya was a paralegal at a real estate firm, not a criminal firm. And the lawyer that she worked for, they done put his ass out of commission. Okay? It's an order of suspension. On January 7, 2014, the Supreme Court of Florida disbarred Stern for engaging in a pattern of misconduct, improper staff training, mishearings, and abandonment of case files while serving as the head of the law offices of David J. Stern. The court referee noted that Stern's misconduct reflected a low level of competence and ethics and involved, among other things, false notarizations, witnessing and backdating, and fraudulent attorney's fees affidavits. Okay. Now, in this next video, I'm going to go deep into who this man is and what his law firm was about. And let me tell you something, it is going to blow your mind because this ish right here was much bigger than I ever could have anticipated. And I've been sitting on this so long because it was so much that I had to actually go through. All right. Let me stop sharing for a second. There was so much. Every time I pulled one thing, it was another and another and another and another. All right. There's a call where Sonya is telling Nesto, I can draw up a motion for you and you can just file it. You need a motion for a bond hearing, right? If your lawyer is not doing it, he says, no, I want to do it the right way. I don't want, any issues. And she's like, no, 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 there's nothing illegal about this. It's just a motion. I'll draw it up for you. No, no, no. I just want you to talk to my lawyer. He did not want Sonya to draft this motion. Now we know that Nesto knows how to get backgrounds on people. We know that he has a device, this police device or machine that he got from a former police vehicle where he can run a person's tags and pull up all their information. And it is my theory that he probably knew or found out that Sonya has no experience working in criminal law. She worked at a real estate firm. That was her paralegal experience at a real estate firm. And a real estate firm that did not train their staff and had them doing all type of stuff they had no business doing. And this firm is tied to the 2008 financial housing crash. And that's all I got for you guys tonight. Guys, thank you so much for watching. To all of those members, Queen Marie Duff and others that are on, to the mods, thank you so, so much. Miss Tony B, I think you probably gone to bed. I don't blame you. And Miss Marie Duff, I've actually just made you a mod, so congratulations. And thank you for sticking with me, guys. Appreciate you. Look out for the next live. Don't forget to like this video on the way out. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You guys have a good night. And if I don't hear from you or see you tomorrow, have a Merry Christmas. Bye, Kings and Queens.